You're watching Soul Seekers TV. Welcome, Soul Seekers. I'm Patricia Rivera-Wolfson.
And I'm Linda Krause-Barnett. So our first week of soul seeking has been nothing shy of, oh, I almost just cried. Has been nothing shy of, there's more than one adjective. So it's been exciting, it's been emotional, it's been fulfilling, it's been miraculous, it's been transformational, and totally whacked at various times, overwhelming,
in good and crazy ways.
Yeah, we've had synchronicities, and we've had adventures, and we've had fun, and we've had laughter, and we've had tears, and we've had everything, I guess, that makes you have a soul. And we can't wait to find soul seekers out in the world that that are going to take this journey alongside of us.
I just came across this point in my life where I had got divorced without a job, and I was with 3 kids, and I no longer had my New York State Corrections job anymore due to injuries, and I had to start all over. And it was a path where it was either fight or flight, and so many different things could have happened for me. And somebody introduced me to a positive mindset group. And I started this positive mindset group on a Zoom just like this in my bedroom Tuesday nights, and it changed my life. It literally fed my soul. Same thing as the universe work does. When I talk about moon energies with my girlfriend, this is all things I didn't even know existed. I was so negative and judgmental. I literally thought this lifestyle was for hippie people that live in forests and tents. I really and because of the judgment, I have to share that because that's exactly what I thought. And I'm a hotel girl, so that was not ever going to be me.
And on this episode, we are featuring a very special lady by the name of Petya James, who is a guru in body wisdom.
We have like a nice collection of, we like to call them gurus, but they're just people who really introduce us to a different way of looking at things. And Petya is really no different. One of the things that stood out for me the most is how Petya takes the information that your body's trying to tell you, and she's like a translator, and
Absolutely.
she helps you really figure out what is your body trying to communicate with you, because after all, this vessel we have to live with every single day of our life in this physical time and space, and it would be really awesome to know what it's trying to tell you through aches, through pains, through weight, and all sorts of things.
Yep. And that communication of seeing your body really on a different level and communicating with your body the way you communicate with your soul, and that's all connected, and that our body and our minds, everything is connected, and to be more mindful of that connection.
Absolutely, so that you can start to figure out what's happening with anything that kind of feels off or even that feels good, and you'll know exactly what your body's trying to tell you. So I, for one, am super excited.
I'm super excited, and I love how the energy of your space and the energy, she really teaches you to see your body as an energetic vessel for this life experience.
I love that word.
Yeah.
She really does focus on your vessel and how this physical apparatus, which she uses too, this physical apparatus is a way for you to care for your spirit. So let's check it out.
I hope you enjoy. Hi, welcome Soul Seekers. We are here in beautiful Long Island with Petya James, and she's going to talk today about her magic, and that is body wisdom. So she's going to tell us all about that and how it can help you.
What I love talking about and doing with people, which is sharing how we can use our bodies as these beautiful tools and these beautiful parts of nature that are completely here for us to use in this way. So our bodies are like this apparatus that we have here so that we can live and experience all of this beauty that we're a part of. Because if we're here like watching this, listening, living life, that means we're part of nature, we're a human being, and we're alive. And so I love talking about how this incredible spark, this essence is within this body. And what I love talking to people about is teaching and sharing this way of connecting with our physicality to get to know the deeper essence of us.
I have to take a minute with that.
Literally, let's all take a minute.
You hear something so powerful and it has to like go into all your cells, you know, because it really feels good to the inside parts of you.
That is the number one way to listen, to start to listen, is by taking that deep breath and really just feeling.
Oh my gosh, Blue Jay!
We scared the bejesus out of it, but yes. It's like, man, you guys are loud.
I was
Get
gonna
out of
record
here.
him, but then we all yelled.
I know. I thought the same thing too. I was like, turn it.
He will come back.
Okay, he'll be back.
Listen, this is the power of what this is. Our bodies are literally transmitting vibration that is attracting the bird of a blue jay, which obviously, if you guys didn't catch that, means something to us.
In case you missed that with The blue jay became a really important bird for me, and it was like my connection to, I guess, the higher realm or the spiritual realm, where it started off with feathers for me, where I heard that if you see a feather, it means an angel is looking out for you or something like that. And I used to see feathers, but I didn't really give it much stock. One day I was like, I want to make it more difficult because I saw white feathers all the time. I was like, I want a real sign. I want something significant. And so I decided to ask for a blue feather because I hadn't seen a blue feather. And this one particular day was during an event that I used to do called Camp Mom. And on this day, there was impending rain. Like there was like a storm coming, and it was an outdoor event. And I was really nervous. And I was like, please, spirit guides, if you're out there, or angels, or whoever's out there, send me a sign that everything is going to be okay today. And I want it to be in the form of a blue feather. And sure enough, I went walking down the path and I found a blue feather. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I got my sign. And it went from blue feathers to eventually it became the blue jay. Now, I'm from Toronto, so the blue jay is important because it's sort of representative of home. And the blue jay became my sign that the universe was giving me a little wink or a little nod that I was on the right track.
One of the things that I have watched, that I watched you do, that I've been, I realize now that it's a breadcrumb, but the whole concept of like people healing themselves on a, healing each cell, like people who were told they could never walk again, or people who were told like you've caused damage on a medicinal scientific plane, and so you're done, and they've actually healed their cells, like, and integrated the energy into their cells and somehow healed, and called miraculously, but really is it? And to check into my body with some of the issues I deal with, like with anxiety or with, my problems, and to learn to tune into your cells, not the organ, what I mean, like the energy. Not on a medical level but the energy, and to talk to your being and the bubbles inside. I call the cells bubbles because they are less intimidating, actually. Like that. I'm like, oh my body, I like that image.
Actually, you are very right, because when a cell in your body is vibrant and working to its maximum function, it looks like a bubble. If you ever watch like a blood cell, like
under a microscope.
Yeah,
yes.
If you ever watch that, you'll see that the healthy cells are literally bubbling. They are dancing. They're doing this beautiful bubbly dance. If the cell, however,
it's like
is
body champagne.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love that.
The reason why we hold on to so much weight, pain and discomfort in our middle section of our body, meaning starting with our thighs to our basically chest, and especially for women, men too. I have men in the programs. I'm just not as versed with the men yet because I'm not a man. I just know what it's like for a woman. Is because this is a vital area of our life. This is where our major organs are. This is where our liver is, our kidneys, like all those organs that take things in, that process things like food. And so when we talk about weight, I dive in way beyond underneath that layer of nutrition and, you know, what we take in as far as food. Don't get me wrong, that is incredibly important. You are what you eat, yes, but you also are not supposed to diet and deprive. Deprivation thing does not work. Here's why. Because when you deprive yourself of something, when that is your like, I'm gonna cut this off and stop this eating this and limit this and that, what happens in your brain is your brain automatically indulges. Blah. So what are you doing? You are actually consuming it on some level energetically. So what you want to do is actually find out what this weight is holding on to. And as some of you know and have experienced, we are talking about you know, once you start to explore your body on that level, you get to know how you're holding on to your mom's shame, guilt, fear, insecurity. And I say mom because mom is a primary for us. Like, right, I'm a mom, I'm very conscious of this, and I'm healing a mom relationship as well. And everybody that I encounter, we are our origin is important, right?
Oh my gosh.
And so our bodies are holding on to all these layers to protect that like super vulnerable part of us that is just, you know, that wants to be held and explored, and in fact is just like covered up with like blankets, so that no one can see and feel it. And what you're feeling in your body is either weight, like accumulation of weight on your physical body, because when you step on the scale and you see like a number that doesn't, it's like, what the why do, like, that's not me. What you're seeing is not just your bones and your muscles and your organs weight. You're seeing the energetic weight too, and it's like, that doesn't make sense. I'm doing these things, I'm doing the right things that I think I should be, and it's not showing up.
You're seeing on the scale what you can't see physically, but it's still holding space.
Yes. So anger weighs a shit ton, like so much. It's dense.
Jealousy, sadness, all the negative
the
emotions
vibration
are
is
heavy.
So weightless body. So I've created this process that I call the prosperity healing method that I teach everybody, and you can use this literally for anything in your life, whether that's a relationship thing that's not going right, or a physical pain, discomfort, weight, all those things. It's basically 3 steps. It's not rocket science, but you need me to guide you through it. I would never tell you this is what it is for you. I will create the space for you so that you can explore what's right, what feels like resonating, like what resonates with you and your body. And how we know that is the body wisdom. It makes sense for you. Your body feels it. You take a breath. You actually get to know the thing, and you're like a breath of fresh air. It makes sense. I can't describe it any better than that. It just makes sense. You have to experience it. So then the next step after that, which is extremely important, is for you to do the work about accepting and forgiving. What are you accepting and forgiving is, number 1, yourself, for experiencing this, for being in that position, for deciding to be a mom and then putting your passions on hold or whatever. Like, just having that like self-acceptance, like, you know what, I thought that this is what I needed to do, and to embrace yourself in that space where I thought that's what I needed to do. That served me. I'm a fantastic mom. I'm a fantastic teacher. All this time that passed that I thought I was putting my passion aside, that's okay, because there was so much more. This is acceptance. This is true embrace of who you are and what you've been doing. If there's something deeper that's going on, which it always is, doing some of that work. How did I learn to be like that? Oh, right, well, my mom, or something happened and I didn't want to be like this or this. So So maybe there's other people involved. So doing forgiveness work towards the situation itself, and again, we could be talking about really deep things for people that stem back from childhood, that are not pretty, that are not something you asked for, that is not easy to forgive, but that's the work to be done. And so this is the step where you need someone to hold your hand and guide you through it. There is one more step to the process before transformation can happen: action. Immediate action can be journaling. Journaling that awareness through, allowing the feelings and the emotions to be put out onto the paper. Another type of action can be communication. So saying something out loud to someone, if that's what needs to happen. Verbal processing.
Yep. It's my specialty.
Another type of action can be setting a solid boundary. Something that you never did before. You talk to
How
someone.
did you know?
someone says something, it doesn't sit well with you, and you just, it's okay, I'm just gonna swallow that down and really let it all the way down. It's gonna go away. Hell no, it's not going anywhere. Where the fuck are you gonna put it? Sorry. Where do you think it's gonna go? You cannot shove it anywhere. You're shoving it in the pockets of your body, and what that looks like is pain or weight. And we obviously don't want that. So if you're shoving things down and not expressing them or setting the boundaries, you are putting them energetically in your body pockets, usually on your hips, usually on your belly. You know those sweaters?
I gotta get rid of my pockets. I love
you know those
like,
sweaters
some
though.
words just make me bubble, and stuffing them in your body pockets is like a wonderful visual way to process that information.
Think of a sweater, a hoodie with a pocket there.
Now that's why I feel
Can
heavy,
frickin'
even
stuff
though
a lot of things in there.
it feels like
So
wearing a lot of layers.
So
right?
another action step of inspired action can be literally, this is something very tangible, is I love to use scent or essential oils. Find something that resonates with you. You like the nature smell? Find something that resonates. Another beautiful technique that you can take immediate action with is tapping, EFT, right? Like tap the meridians, connect with your body physically, and just intentionally breathe. Breathing is an action. Going for a massage is an action. Taking a trip is an action. Getting your kids, like a babysitter, is an action step. Asking your spouse to blah, blah, whatever, that's an action step. And there are many different things. There are many different things that you can do in a way of taking action based on what you're going through.
I love that.
It is not the same for everyone. It would be doing you a disservice if I said, just go and journal about it.
This has been so much fun, and I know that there's people out there who probably have a lot more questions, who might be interested in speaking to you, maybe even, you know, getting some consultations or perhaps even joining one of your programs. So where can people find you?
So I definitely love connecting with people who are ready for this information, and if you're one of those people, I'm happy to do a consultation with you. We can just hop on a call. You can always book that through just by emailing me.
And I just want to say that any information, you can always go to our website, soulseekerstv.com. Anyone that we speak to will have all their information and any way to contact them, so you can just click on it and get right to them.
Be weightless.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank
for
you
being
guys.
Here. We really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Body wisdom is something that triggers me in some ways, because I spent a lot of my 20s validating myself based on the way that I looked on the outside. So I felt beautiful in my body, and therefore I believed that I had the confidence and the assurance to go out into the world and be brave. And now in my 40s, the mother of two with a body that does not look the way it did when I was in my 20s, it is sometimes so difficult for me to step into my purpose and to be brave in the things that I want to try, because I shrink and think that I'm not enough because I can't connect to a body that's, you know, sexy enough or looks the way I believe it should. And that's something that I really have been working on a lot with body confidence.
Okay, today is May
11.
Hey! It's May 11th.
Is it?
What time is it?
11! It's 11:01. Oh, now 11:02.
Okay.
11:02 on the 11th.
It's 11 at 11. It's 11 on the 11th. And we are in New York City at the Public
The public.
Hotel. I don't know, it sounds like it should be said like that. You can say like the Public.
Okay. We're at the public.
The Public. It's very fancy.
It's fancy. In fact, the first guy we
Small.
spoke to, not the first one, but that guy we spoke to in the elevator actually had a British accent. Do you remember?
I think he faked it. Oh, the guy with the dreads?
No, not the guy with the dreads, the one with the elevator when we were going to go up to the rooftop.
Oh, yeah. The one who said it was raining.
And it was just spitting a little.
It wasn't even. So, it's a very posh hotel with a lot of young'uns.
Look, it comes with a fancy fur blanket.
We just had a fabulous dinner. Hopefully, they take my gift card tomorrow. It's very pricey. But we went to we had a great dinner. We were going to keep going, but we were not comfortable enough to keep going. So we're in our pajamas. We're in our pajamas at the Public.
Yes.
We hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Soul Seekers TV.
Like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yep, and share it, and also follow us on Instagram. And if you want to know any more information about us, about the show, about the experts we have on the show, or just take a look at all the resources that we have, go to our website, soulseekerstv.com.